Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. As a part of being a devotee, when the concept of Bhagavan comes into picture, we saw yesterday how our sincere seeking and unconditional seeking makes God to enter our lives. Once God enters our life, the whole existence of my vision changes and the entire existence gets divinized. All actions, thoughts and feelings will be directed towards the attainment. We see in Bhagavad Gita Krishna's assurance, whoever constantly thinks of me, to him I give such an understanding, such an intellect, such a valid awareness by which he starts coming to me. Evam satatayuktaye bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. Yena mam upayantite. By which I will give such a buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga is the intellectual understanding. Yoga is union. Buddhi yoga, in and through intellect, the right, what is there in the cosmic will, what is there in the cosmic plan, what is there as path to realize Him. It is a mandatory, like if you do like this, you can move towards God. If you do like this, you move towards the world. The differentiation. Your awarenesses, your understanding, your view, drishtikona, regarding world, your attitude will decide your gati, to where you are going to end. It decides your destiny. If you have worldly awarenesses, world awarenesses and worldly awarenesses, then you will be, your destiny is decided that you will be getting involved into the world. Suppose it is otherwise, towards the divine, then your destiny is the Lord's divine presence to transcend the nature and enter life eternal. So it decides. Now when Dadami Buddhi Yogam, Buddhi Yoga is a evolutionary process. There is a evolutionary process and involutionary process, evolving. You evolve from your normal, whatever you are today. Generally we say animalhood to divinehood, passing through the humanhood. So we are evolving. There is definite path by which you have to go. Different ways of your remolding your life, your attitudes, your feelings, your awarenesses. Most important is awarenesses. Your mind may be doing some activity in the world, body may be doing some activities, senses may be doing their duties. But if your awareness, where is your awareness? Where is your center of consciousness? Swami Vidyasagar Maharaj used to, in this meditation and spiritual life, if you read, you will understand. He was very particular. Discover your center of consciousness. You are doing so many things in the world. You are doing so many things in spiritual life. You are doing some intense sadhana. You are seeking God. But in and through all that, ultimately what are you seeking? What kind of fulfillment you are seeking deep within yourself? Are you seeking to avoid all the dukkha of the world? Are you trying to get rid of certain problems of life? Are you seeking deep inside the desire for some enjoyments, some physical freedom to enjoy? Or what exactly, where is your center of consciousness? Is it within the three layers of the inner awarenesses, that is consciousness, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura? Is it only three lower chakras, three lower centers of consciousness to live as the nature dictates, Mooladhara, that is sleeping, eating, etc.? Or the enjoyments which we say Swadhisthana, or clinging to life and seeking food at the Manipura. This is the where the Jiva Tattva and Jiva is, all lives are moving about within these three centers of consciousness. They cannot go beyond higher consciousness, expansive consciousness. They live, their consciousness is limited to waking up, sleeping, then little more procuring food somehow, and then making living, clinging to life, and then running after enjoyments. This is all. When it comes to heart, it can come only when there is a higher seeking. Oh, I want to be free from all sufferings and bondage of this world. I must move towards eternal freedom, eternal bliss, I am not satisfied with momentary pleasures of life. When he leaves the lower centers and tries to go to higher centers, we see we need certain higher understanding, because it is transcending the beginning of the transcendence of nature. I am coming out of the Jiva Tattva and entering the Prakriti Tattva. I need higher understanding. I need higher awarenesses to move forward. What am I aware? My little life and clinging to life? Or I want to know what is this nature? What is God? What is myself? Where from did I come? Where am I going to? These higher understandings becomes necessary. I am seeing, I am penetrating into life. I am trying to understand the significance of life. Living is different. Living is different from, I want to know what is living. Why am I living? The significance of life. Where I am to go? Is eating, sleeping and enjoying itself is the be and end of all life? No, it is something beyond. So when this comes, then the secrets of nature it tries to understand. From here you see another power must take me forward. From the Manipura chakra to Anahata chakra in the heart, from navel to heart, the higher consciousness, the crossing of navel and moving towards the Anahata, where you get the vision of God. So this transcendence we need some other force too, because I as human being, I as a life on this earth is not able to go beyond certain limits. My senses, mind, intellect, everything is limited to physical existence. And this registers physical existence. Now I have to go to the metaphysical level of existence. So I expand. So I need higher understanding. Now either nature must push me. But how does the nature push me? My seekings are higher. And who will give me What should I attain there? What is I am going to get there? How to link myself to the divine there? Because I have to cross the nature also and go to the divine. Nature is a combination where divine and the human are coexisting nature. So when I want to enter, I have to hold on to pure spiritual consciousness also. To leave this lower 3 chakras pertaining to physical existence. I am physical being, physical existence, bodily existence, Deha Bhava. I want to go beyond. Then I come to the Jiva Bhava, still above. If when I cross Vishuddha Chakra, the expansion of consciousness is so much, I enter into beyond Prakriti Tattva, nature, and I enter into pure spiritual existence, not spiritual understanding also, it is existence, my existence. This region from Manipura to Anahata, these are all chakras, means various levels of consciousness. I am conscious. At what level are you conscious? You are living life, or about your nature's participation in your life and your participation, you are living with nature, how the nature is making me come here, go from body to body, all these understandings. Nature comes into picture. Myself, this nature part is where I, as a Jivatman, and God as the Paramatman, together live. This is common place for the Jiva and Ishvara. So here I get linked to the divine directly. Here below when I am in Jiva Tattva, below the level of just living my life, physical level, then I don't need I can understand there is a God, but I cannot link to God. I cannot hold to God. But when I transcend, leave the Manipura, I leave this level of physical living and go to the higher level of consciousness. I link to divine and rest in the nature. Now my inner nature is governing my physical existence. Now I enter into the real nature, Mother Nature, who pervades the entire universe, and then I have to hold on to nature and also hold on to the divine to come to the nature itself. Prompts me my longing, my seeking higher consciousness. I want to know what is nature. How did life, secrets of life. I want to go beyond. I don't want limited momentary pleasures. I am seeking eternal pleasures, eternity in my life, eternity of bliss, where there is no interruption, where there is unbroken ocean of bliss. So this seeking makes the nature, I am linking to the nature at the cosmic level, not my own internal nature. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara. These are internal nature. There is nature which is taking care of all jivas, which is making the entire universe move according to a definite law. So I am linking to that nature, I get tuned to. My longing for higher consciousness makes me link myself to that higher level. Then to link to the divine, also I need some force from within. There are two forces within us. Our punya karma, whatever I have done good in my previous lives, this gives a little push, because it cannot reach the anahata. The karmic load still lingers but it can give an impetus. Just like I cannot fly myself over the net, but I can push the ball over the net. So this push can be given by my punya karma. towards the divine. Because there is sacrifice. In doing punya karma, there is sacrifice. I have sacrificed some wealth for the welfare of others. I have sacrificed my time. I have sacrificed my physical energies in serving others. There is sacrifice. Any kind of sacrifice brings you, that is yajna, dana, tapak, karma. This becomes something like punya karma that gives an impetus to push. But the link to be brought, the proper direction to move, we need another force that nature immediately provides, a guru. Either the Lord, the Jivatarana Shakti in the universe, the redemptive power of God may manifest within you as the means. If I have a sinless body, sinless mind, or I have committed so many sins through penance and other means, I have got rid of all those tendencies in me. I have only good and divine tendencies. I look upon all with equanimity. I love everyone without distinction. So all Bhedas disappear in me. Then that power can lift me. Otherwise, nature, if there is some residual powers that is going to make me precipitate again and again in the lower level of consciousness, then there is another force, the redemptive force of God, working through a person, and we call that personality as Guru. Guru will link you to the divine. He makes the divine to enter into it is like taking nectar or poison. Poison enters our body and whole body is pervaded by that poison. Similarly, nectar enters our body and pervades the whole bodily existence. My existence is pervaded and the whole body becomes poisonous. Whole body becomes nectarous. I become nectar myself. Like that, God, the Guru as mantra, from Guru, a Guru has realized God. Such Guru, when he gives a mantra, the mantra is God in the form of mantra. Once the mantra enters, the whole being changes. It gets totally divinized, but it gets localized and sits till you put your love. It's something like seed has been given to you. It's bija mantra. And bija means it needs soil and water and sunshine. You have to provide that soil. Soil is by which you have acquired the power to hold it, to understand its meaning, to preserve it, to value it. Something precious has been given to me by my Guru, to understand and preserve it. Oh, I don't know how to express my gratitude, that way of understanding, that a great treasure is given to me, and I can multiply it. A seed is given to me, I can make a tree, and thousands of seeds I can make and distribute to others also. So that seed, I need soil. Soil is my right understanding and efforts to, and then I need sunshine also. Sunshine is the jnana. To have a little understanding of God, whatever you can through scriptures, Upanishads, devotional scriptures, life of saints, all this give you light on that. You see what you have got now in your hand, and how to grow it, knowledge you need. And then you have to water it. Water is your love and devotion. Lovingly, you have to, your dharana shakti, You have to awaken dhriti, you have to awaken. This is the soil. In that soil of dhriti and dharana. Dharana is to hold and dhriti is to cling, to grit, to remain immersed in that sadhana. And then jnana, that light of understanding. If you read Bhagavad Gita, if you read this Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, why are we studying this? Because we want that sunlight and we want that water, love. You have to pour your love. With great love and total dedication, you must be able to do that japa of that. So here jnana, bhakti and adhara and dhriti, which is like karma, all these joined together. And this makes you cling to divine, and this is where the Guru makes you cling or link and cling to the divine. All these years, all these lives after life, still now, you are linking yourself to the external world and clinging to life. Now, you link to the divine and link for release, mukti. So, one is abhinivesha, other is vyakulata. Abhinivesha is clinging to life. Vyakulata is what is you are seeking release from that bondage of the physical living. You want to go to higher levels of consciousness. So this is where we see new light in our life, new understanding, new way of movement. This is evolutionary process. This is called Buddhi Yoga. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. I give such a Buddhi Yoga. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Yena Mam Upayantiti. By which I give such a Buddhi Yoga, means all this what I have told now includes that Buddhi Yoga. God will give you that Buddhi Yoga. Supply the Guru, supply the Dharana Shakti, supply the Dhriti Shakti, supply the love in you to love Him. And the whole thing makes you move. The whole thing is called Buddhi Yoga. It is given by God. When? Evam satata yuktana bhajatam priti purvakam. What you have to do? So try to be always feeling the living presence of God at your physical level first. We are living in the world with our family, friends and all that. We have duties to perform. We have so many responsibilities to discharge. All this while doing, if you are able to bhajana sevam satata yuktana bhajatam priti purvakam. Now, wherever you are, wherever you have been placed, whatever you are, whatever state of evolution you are, whatever be your understanding of spiritual life, whatever be your understanding of God, whatever way you may be, in whatever according to your religion in which you are born, according to the tradition in which you are born, you may have been born as Shaiva, Shakta, Vaishnava, of this religion, that religion, of any, whatever be your attitudes towards God and understanding towards your God. Satata yukta, at all times, just like you are breathing, your satata breathing is going on. Hold your nose for a few minutes, you cannot survive. So, but it is effortlessly going and effortlessly coming. Breath is going on. You are not putting any efforts to breathe in or breathe out. How naturally it is happening. And if it stops, your life stops. This is satata yukta. It must not be a strain us. All your activities are going on smoothly, and activities are going on because you are breathing. So it is in the same way, can you bring God in you in your awareness? Feel His living presence in and through all activities, in and through all joys and sorrows of life. Can you hold on to God at all times? In your own way, at the physical level, with all the family responsibilities. Can you hold on? This is Satata Yukta. Evam Satata Yuktana Bhajatam Pritipura. Where in and through, you can't do much, but whatever you can do, whenever you get little time, you'll love Him in your own way. Try to build up relationship. We saw yesterday how to build up relationship. In building up our relationship, what do? We go on talking to Him. We are going to contemplate repeatedly about Him. This we see, this is how we begin. So, bhajatam priti purvakam, evam satati yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. In loving relationship. Now, at all times I cannot do, but how to do that bhaja, the sharing of myself, whatever I do in and through, whole day and whole night, whatever I do, good or bad, I don't mind. It is happening with I am in link with Divine as much as possible, and whatever is possible from me, I am trying to do it and offer it to God. Now, this offering of my all activities from morning till night, I am sitting, I am speaking, I am seeing news, I am doing this, I am doing that. All that what I do in my life, I am looking after children, I have to caress my own small child to make it grow. I have to take him to school. Whatever my duties and responsibilities, everything, as and when it is happening, just offer it to God. This is bhajatam priti purvakam. Because of your love, you are converting all your actions into an offering unto Him, an oblation into Him. So this is bhajatam priti purvakam. To Him, God gives that buddhi yoga. Just what you have to do, wherever God has placed you, in whatever condition, whatever status, spiritual status you may be belonging to, whatever attitude you might be having, turn it towards Divine. And then the flow comes from elsewhere, the power comes from elsewhere, the knowledge comes from, intuitively it comes from within. Because He is the giver, buddhi yoga. It is an intuitive understanding. Now what I should do, how should I go? All this is intuitively known. So you go ahead. So God is feeding you from within now to go. So here when we say that we have to move towards Divine, see a simple line of Sri Ramakrishna, what is Bhagavan, he is explaining, and what meaning it is carrying. You see, as you go deeper and deeper, it is Bhakta and Bhagavan. It is a path to realization. Sri Ramakrishna is giving the easiest and the simplest path, wherein nothing is torn away from you. It's giving, all your activities are giving fulfillment to you. Every act of yours, every feeling of yours, every thought that crosses your mind becomes a worship unto God. How to convert your life? This is spiritual life. To convert life into a spiritual life, day to day all activities must be spiritualized. Your existence and life must be divinized. How to do it is extremely simple process of just being aware of the Divine, feeling the living presence of Him, doing all the activities, and that's itself. In the awareness of God, whatever you do is worship. And in the awareness of whatever of the world, whatever you do is karma. Karma and sadhana. One is taking you towards God, other is binding you to the world of suffering and bondage. I see some people coming and weeping, telling their past and all. I just see, oh, they are in the karmic bondage. They are karmadhina. Jiva is karmadhina. Jagat is daivadhina. You can't change anything here. Neither your karma you can change, nor this world you can change. Only holding on to it, you can go beyond. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.